So, beef is our word for today. Now, ever wondered what happens when a roided out boomer meets a natural science guy? Well, let's find out together. So meet our main characters for today. On the red corner, give it up for Mike Van Wyck. So he's like John Wick but with no hair, roided out of his mind, and commits assault and battery out of nowhere. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know who the hell this guy is. The only thing that I know him of now is because of this shit he pulled. And on the blue corner, people's favorite science-based lifter, Mr. Jeff Nippard. Now, this guy, I know who this guy is because me personally, I am a fan of knowing why things happen and what's the best way to do things based on the exact anatomy of things.
4 ways I use lengthened partials in my own training every week. First, on every rep of calf raises. I showed you guys this study before, but since then, another study found the same results. Calves grow better from lengthened partials.
Now, what happened? Now, this well-done beef started when Mike Van Wyck started throwing stray punches out of nowhere, even from before, but this video he posted serves as the catalyst to all of this.
We all know the science-based guys. Any top 3 you choose. Tell me if you would describe their physique as excellent, average, or mediocre. And where would you put that in that? I guarantee it's not in excellent. It's somewhere in the middle, right? Science guys really need to answer this question before anything. Why is it that you remain so mediocre, yet you know so much? Because if I knew a lot of shit, I would be very well-versed and good at that topic, right? Like say I was some financial wizard. I knew how to like read the stock market and I'm like, I can see investments and like I can see what businesses are going to succeed. I'd be rich, right? People would be like, yeah, he's a genius because like look at him, he applied it and it fucking worked. Bodybuilding, you can be like this big or this short in some cases, maybe this short in other cases. It's always short though, no taller than Bassett. Somehow you're an expert on muscle, but you don't have any. And if you do have any, it's not that well put together and there's a lot of like holes in the physique and you've prided yourself on being strong. I'm little, but I'm strong. If I was stronger than you, dude, it's like strong doesn't matter. You still are trying to squat 6 plates. I'm not squatting 6 plates. My legs are still bigger than yours. Sadly, you do need to apply what it is that you know for people to trust you. But they got these nerds or these dorks. They try and prove themselves in shows and they come in like last. There's a lot of scammers, if you guys know, in like the day trading world. Anyone who's a day trader or a Bitcoin guy, buying and selling Ethereum or whatever and all this shit, and like they're day traders sitting in front of things and they're like gonna guess the trends. Those guys are all bullshit artists, guys. Run from them. Those guys are the guys I'm talking about in the fitness world.
So he basically said, oh, if you're so smart, why are you so small, huh? Well, it's kind of like doctors. They know all about diseases, so why do they still get sick? Well, because there are so many factors that you need to consider, and in bodybuilding's case, it's genetics and of course, steroid use. And that's what exactly Mr. Jeff Nippard said in his response.
We all know the science-based guys. Science guys really need to answer this question before anything. Why is it that you remain so mediocre, yet you know so much?
I know I don't need to respond to this, but since he asked, using science-based training, I won Natural Bodybuilding Nationals. I earned my pro card on the most competitive stage in the World Natural Bodybuilding Federation. I placed second in my first bodybuilding pro show, and while doing this, I set the Canadian record on the bench press, and I set a provincial record on the squat. I currently weigh 180 pounds at 5 foot 5 inches tall, which is pretty close to my natural limit given my height and my genetics. That's all besides the point though, because facts are facts. Information is either right or wrong. It doesn't matter who that information is coming from. If the people with the best physiques had the most knowledge, why would C-Bum need a coach? He has the best physique on the planet. Who could possibly know more than him? Well, it's pretty obvious that bodybuilding success comes from great genetics and really hard training, and if you want to make it in the IFBB, steroid use. I like science because it gives me more confidence in what actually works and what doesn't because it isolates variables. If you trust a big guy's advice over scientific studies, that doesn't bother me. I listen to what big guys have to say too.
Yeah, a pretty spot on response. It's not like the boomer logic, narrow-minded statement like Mike over there. Now I kinda understand his point of let the results speak for themselves, but it's actually a pretty unfair judgment because here you are judging an apparently natural man on his size, yet here you are taking steroids, so no wonder you're big. And oh, if he wants to talk about irony, wait till you hear what he said later. Now after that Instagram reel beef, they coincidentally met up at the same gym, then douchebag Mike throat shoved Mr. Nippard to the ground twice, according to Mr. Nippard. Now of course I will be censoring the actual footage, but I imagine it went something like this. So Coach Greg actually checked on Mr. Jeff after that, and as well as many creators, and he got some insight on what happened before he got throated. Hear what Mike did to me. What did he do? I saw your IG reel. He throat punched me twice at the gym, tried to kill me. I'm at the hospital now. I'm okay, but we're checking for internal damage. He hit me hard, holy.
So Jeff Nippard reached out to me, sent me multiple voicemails explaining exactly what transpired. This corroborates exactly what everyone else was saying.
Mike and I have spoke all of maybe 3 or 4 times. He started attacking me online, like indirectly, right? And then after that, I actually did go up to him in person and I said, what's going on? Like, we go to the same gym. Why are you talking shit about me online? And all he said was, I don't like you, and then walked away. And then since then, I literally have not engaged with him at all. Not once. I don't say hi to him. I don't look at him. He doesn't look at me. Nothing. Then he posted this one about science-based training.
So technically, Big Mike is the clear instigator here. He went up to Mr. Jeff unprovoked and throated the bejesus out of Mr. Jeff. Twice. And after that, Mr. Jeff got a CT scan to scan for hidden damages because being shoved in the throat isn't exactly a good thing. But fortunately, he said he was okay and no further damage was found.
He's going to get some kind of punishment that he probably deserves. And I think anything short of Mike coming out and saying, I'm sorry, I messed up, I was in the wrong, I don't think until we see that, he's going to be forgiven. This is going to be one of those moments that's going to follow him around probably forever.
Now remember when I said he was talking about irony? Well, prior to that illegal throating, he posted this.
Life is not always like great and happy and joyous and all that stuff, but like sometimes you gotta go through some shit to like really appreciate life, and it also toughens you up in the sense that like after I've been through this, like I'm not really gonna get fazed by much. I look back and I'm like, being around average people who are just talking shit or whatever, it doesn't bother me at all. That's why I talk so much shit online to people, because I'm just like if you come at me, I'm gonna give it back. I'm not college football, cower away from you, like don't say that, it's me. It's like, well, fam, I come then run around the bucket, eat shit, or like scroll their profile and be like, yeah, you're a dog that's ugly, I hope it dies. They're like, whoa.
I'm not going to be fazed by much except for Jeff Nippard, lol clown. He said, nah, I'm not fazed by anything. Mama said I'm a big boy now. But that man right there, that short, knowledgeable, healthy-haired man, he scares me. And after that, Mr. Jeff Nippard pressed charges against Mike, which is the optimal route to go. And what did Mike do in response? No, not an apology, but by dropping merch. This lunatic actually had the gall to capitalize on this situation, and his comments are just chewing him up because instead of apologizing, maybe he wanted to earn some moolah because he ain't escaping those assault charges. Does it come with assault or do I need to pay extra? 3 sets of assault until failure. So yeah, that's all there is to it to this story actually, and glad that Mr. Jeff is fine and dandy, and also a reminder that don't be like Big Mike. Don't use steroids and collect assault charges. Thanks for watching. Bye.